Hello boys and girls, my name is Miss Carly, and today we will be reading a book that is titled The Sad Little Fact, and it is written by Jonah Winter and is illustrated by Pete Oswald. This is one of my favorite books because it's very funny, it's very colorful, and it also shines a light on telling truth and how important it is to tell the truth. And I think, as all of you know, that telling the truth is a very important thing that we need to do, and this book just helps shines a light on that. And I want you to think, by looking at the cover, looking at this picture, what you think the story is going to be about. So you have this little guy standing underneath a stormy rain cloud. I just want to know what you guys think, by using your context clues, just by looking at the cover, what you think the story might be about. So without further ado, let's get into the book. The Sad Little Facts, written by Jonah Winter and illustrated by Pete Oswald. There once was a fact, a little fact, a sad little fact. No one took the fact seriously. They laughed at it and called it names. You're just a lie. I don't believe you. Then they'd walk right past it or step over it without so much as a blink. The sad little fact just had one thing to say. A fact is a fact, which shouldn't have been such a big deal. But it was. One day, the authorities demanded that the sad little fact admit that it was not a fact, but the sad little fact could not tell a lie, so it refused. Now the authorities grew angry, and they hurled the sad little fact into a big box, closed the lid, and buried it deep underground. And that was that. We're gonna stop there for a second. I'm gonna ask you guys, why do you think the authorities buried the sad little fact? Why do you think they would want to do that to the little fact if he was just trying to spread the truth? Because I think they didn't want him to spread what they thought wasn't the truth, or they didn't want other people to believe was the truth. But what do you guys think? Inside, the sad little fact saw that it was surrounded by other facts. They all introduced themselves. 2 + 2 = 4. A refrigerator is not a moose. Christopher Columbus did not discover America. Human beings are members of the ape family. Dinosaurs became extinct 66 million years ago. And so on and so forth. It was a powerful collection of facts. But in the time, the facts grew restless. They grew tired of being in a box and wanted to get out. I think a hole needs to be made, suggested the sad little fact. But how? The facts had no tools. They were just facts. Meanwhile, a bunch of lies created by the authorities were taking over the world outside the box. They too called themselves facts, but they were not. The world grew dark. A hardy band of fact-finders were troubled by the situation. Where are the real facts? They cried. Where have you buried them? But the only reply they got was, these are the facts. And so the fact-finders started digging. Equipped with only shovels, flashlights, and a need to know the truth, they dug a tunnel deep, deep underground. At last they heard voices, the sound of the facts hoping to be discovered, and found the box. They hoisted it out of the darkness and let out the facts. In the clear blue light of day, the facts were glorious in all their factual splendor. I'm going to stop right there, and we're going to go over this word splendor real quick. The word splendor is a word, it means a magnificent or splendid appearance. So it made its grand appearance, essentially. The facts made their grand appearance out of the box into the bright daylight. So a way you can think of that is they just made their magnificent appearance, or they just made their great appearance out of the box. The earth revolves around the sun, and people are causing the earth to get warmer. A fact is a fact, cried the sad little fact, who was not so sad anymore. A fact is a fact, they all cried out in unison. Some people choose to ignore the facts, turning their backs and walking away in a huff. But for those with minds to think and a need to know the truth, the facts could not be denied. And that's a fact. The end. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did because, as I said before, it is one of my favorite books. And I want to leave you guys with a few questions. What fact in the book did you think was the most interesting? Because there was quite a few facts that we went over here. I just want to know, what fact do you guys think is the most interesting? And another one is, why do you think they tried to cover up the facts with lies? What do you think they were scared of? What do you think they were hiding? But most importantly, I want to know what fact you think was the most interesting and why. But I will leave you guys with that, and I can't wait to see you guys soon, and I really hope you enjoyed the book. Okay, bye.